Attorney Raimundo, we are here lest anyone think that we have something to hide. That's why we are refusing. Let me give you the context. We are here out of respect to the National Bureau of Investigation as an institution.
Thank you, sir.
Nanggaling din po ako rito, the NBI is composed of men and women of high professionalism, integrity, and probity. However, due to political appointments at the very top, nawe-weaponize at nami-misemploy ang powers ng NBI, which is a highly revered institution. Ngayon ko lang nalaman kay Attorney Baligod na meron na palang sampina o letter na inaanyayahan itong 18 na imbestigahan doon. This reinforces my belief na itong sampina na ito at yung sampina roon, dala-dalawa. Kayo, deputize sila, yung main source of the power, I intended to harass and intimidate not only the 18 but my client and the other persons involved here as well. The fact that you are even telling us that they are going to be interrogated one by one in a room is already abuse, because the limits of your power are only within the four corners of your deputization, as Attorney Levy correctly stated. Ascertain the background. Now, if you want to ask my client here about his background, and I believe his background is fairly well known, you ask him now. We will not consent to any one-on-one. That those are tactics that everyone knows are intended to intimidate and scare witnesses. We will not consent to that, custodial interrogation or not, because if you want to question him one-on-one, that's already custodial interrogation in anything but name. Huwag na tayong maglukuhan, panyero. Tinatakot nyo lang kami. May question kayo, you're here. He's here now. You ask him. Tapos.
Okay. Alright. Thank you. Sige. Let's respond to that. First off, let me just say na first of all, thank you for recognizing the integrity of the men and women in the NBI. So, you have our oath as lawyers and law enforcers that we are impartial. This is a fact-finding investigation. We will go where the evidence leads. Alright?
Narinig na namin yan eh.
Also, I just objected to the use of the word interrogation. As I said earlier, hindi po ito interrogation. The individuals subpoenaed today are not suspected of committing any offense. They are subpoenaed as witnesses. And so what we will do is an interview. Okay? Now, we are interviewing them individually for efficiency, to save time. But of course, if Attorney Baligod so chooses, he can accompany the interviewees one by one. We just have to schedule it today. But let me just reiterate that, that we are impartial here. We are just following where the evidence will lead. Okay. So about the deputization from the ombudsman, siguro we would just disagree with your assertion na it's limited to simply the identity of the subpoenaed individuals. Hindi po, so the background investigation and verification includes the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters. So the NBI has plenary powers to investigate. We've been deputized by the Ombudsman to investigate, and we will do just that. But if you're telling us that you're objecting to answering questions that pertain to the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters, then that's noted po. But if it's still okay with you, we'll still proceed with the interview. And then if there are any questions given during the individual interviews that you object to, then you can say so.
Overbroad. Sige, banat.
That's my point, sir,
Nagluluhan tayo rito.
It says your authority is to conduct background investigation and verification. So, whose background are you trying to investigate? Isn't it that the affiant's background is the subject of the subpoena? Because you cannot conduct a background investigation on the facts alleged in their affidavit. It's just a wrong choice of word, if I may. But we are willing to answer your questions. No problem with that, sir. But as I said, I am also, as a lawyer, who believes in the integrity of the institutions that we must protect. What happens now if you will have your own factual report and Ombudsman will also have its factual report?
We will submit our factual report to the Ombudsman.
Exactly, sir. So why this duplicity in the exercise when Ombudsman itself also will conduct its own factual investigation?
Sir, you're questioning the wisdom of the ombudsman there. No? We
No,
are
no,
just
no.
following orders here.
I'm not-
We've been instructed to conduct these interviews. That's what
No,
we
sir.
do.
It's I think it's too far a conclusion that I am questioning the wisdom of the Ombudsman.